What's going on, guys? Welcome to Algier Ranch. My name is Charlotte. This is Zeus. He's going to be joining us today. We got 3 pit bulls in this little house. 2 of them are just laying down over there. So they're just going to be minding their own business. They'll probably get all up in my business too. But today I'm going to be putting together a kitchen composter, which I am super excited about. So if you are new here, we are first generation ranch, first generation literally everything, like just started our first garden this past spring. So we have a lot to learn when it comes to all things gardening. And one thing that we were really missing this past year was compost. And we really had to get it, we ended up getting it very last minute, and it kind of just put the whole garden behind. So I am super excited to be able to use this and be making compost with stuff that obviously we already have, because it's just with kitchen scraps. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm really curious to see how this all works together. So you're going to come along with me and put it all together, but it is literally just a container that you put kitchen scraps in, and then it turns it into compost, which is just so cool. So I'll be able to use that in our garden for next year. All right, so this is it. It's a pretty big box. We're just gonna open this real quick. And I am going to have to figure out how to put this whole thing together. We also have some sourdough protein blueberry muffins cooking in the oven, and they smell literally so good. So I'm excited to give those a shot. Haven't tried that recipe yet, but they smell amazing. My goodness. Look at that. Oh. Smells pretty dang good. I'm excited for those. User manual. Oh, that's nice. It comes with a little pamphlet of what to tell you that tells you what to put in there, what not to put in there, stuff like that. So that'll be nice. All right, here we go. I have no idea how big this thing is either. So we are gonna have to find a good spot for this on the counter, because we very much so downsized our house size. So, but I definitely thought it would be worth it for this. See, it is pretty big. This is what it looks like. So it's actually not that big. It's just pretty long. So I'll just put this on the counter. And it comes with these little tablets. So I'll also have to figure out what to do with these tablets. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. So it has this lid. You can just open it, it says, like that. A little glass cover. And then it has some extra stuff in here. So carbon filter refill kit. I guess this is just to protect it from table to garden. There's also an app that you can get for this, I think, and connect it to your phone so you know where it is in the process. And then here is just the cord. So we'll just go ahead and plug this thing in. Okay, so that is on. And then this is just a little bucket. You put the food scraps in here. Okay. So all of these buttons up here at the top mean something different. The Vego mode on the left, this is from left to right. Express mode, fertilize mode, grass mode, clean mode. And then this is a progress bar, so it'll show you how far along you are, and then power, and then just a light. And also, I am learning this thing along here with you, so I'm not really sure what all those mean yet. There's on and off button, that one I got. And then the light button, so it connects to Wi-Fi, progress bar, selecting a mode. With the device turned on, press the mode button for your desired mode. Okay, that makes sense. And then I also have a stack of little pieces of food that I was saving, mostly just coffee grounds, so that I could give this a try. Okay, so the 5 modes. The Vego mode takes 9 to 24 hours to process whatever you put in it. Moderated temperature processing preserves beneficials, creating a nutrient-rich, biologically active garden amendment. Express takes 2 to 8 hours. Rapid drying and grinding mode that effectively reduces waste volume and minimizes odors. Fertilized quickly and effectively produces semi-composted materials for garden use. Grass, additional grinding speeds up biodegradation to create nutrient-rich, ready-to-use organic matter for your lawn. So we could literally even just toss this out there while we don't have the garden. We could either do that or save it, is kind of what I'm thinking. Or the last mode is clean mode. Adding water cleans the bucket, while use without water quickly dries the bucket and internal filter. Okay, well that seems pretty simple. Literally all you got to do is just dump your kitchen scraps in here and put it on whatever mode that you want it on, which is pretty crazy. So I'm thinking that for the first one, I'll just go ahead and try the Vego mode and leave it like overnight and see what happens with all this stuff. So I am super curious how this works, but so far it seems pretty dang simple. And it does give like a whole breakdown more of each mode. So I'll probably look into that a little bit more and do like a full test each one maybe and just see what it does. But this manual is pretty helpful. If you guys are not new here, we also have a ranch channel where we show all the cows and all the projects that we're working on for the ranch. And Jay and I do a lot of projects together, and he would be giving me so much crap for actually reading this manual, but you know what? I opened it and I was just like, what am I supposed to do with this? So, typical man just never reads instructions, and I'm over here reading every little detail. So, it did say that you want to have it on before you start adding kitchen scraps because it has a weight in there too, which is pretty cool. So right now I am using my phone to do this video, but it does have an app where it gives you all that information. So I will download that app too and just give more information on the app as well. I'm kind of nervous I'm going to do something wrong, but I think literally all you do is just dump this stuff into here and turn it on. So we have, these are all going to be in coffee filters. So we have some scraps from extra onions from the pasta, some coffee grounds, and cucumber ends. And it did say just loose ground, so I'm not going to put like these filters in there. We got some garlic skin, I guess you would call that, and some more onions from, I just made some pasta sauce as well, so that is in there cooking. And then we also have tea every night, so we do have a bunch of these tea bags. It does say not to put paper in there, but I saw somewhere else that you can put the tea bags in there. So for the first one, I'm just going to empty them out, and then maybe I'll try that later. Bread crusts that we don't eat because neither of us really like the bottom of the sourdough. Jay and I were also literally just talking about just getting tea that does not have the bags, which would just be less waste anyways. So that would make this a lot easier. Some more vegetables. So what we've been doing with our compost recently is just putting it in a bucket outside, and we put some like holes in it in the ground, and we just made our own little compost bucket out there. But problem, and this is just a minor convenience, but the problem is that we collect scraps in the kitchen to take out there, but the bad part about that is that the bugs, like those little fruit flies, will still find it somehow, even if we take it out there quickly. So that has just been a pain in the butt, and just in general, I don't like having just open a lot of coffee grounds, and just like, for example, onion, because you can smell that, and I really did not like that. So this also reduces the odor of whatever you put in it, which is really nice. Some eggshells. All right, so I got all of what I had in here. And this is what we're working with. We got some green peppers, onions, eggshells, coffee grounds, tea. So now we literally just put one of these tablets in there, which it did say that these were optional, and it just helps make it go a little faster. This is what it looks like. Interesting. Just throw that in there. And then, so this little lid has a unlock and then a lock. Okay, and you just twist the lid like that, and then you literally just choose whatever mode that you want. Just have this in there, and then I am just going to pick this mode. And I believe, yep. So now you can see it going to work in there. And that is literally it. So then in a couple hours, however long this is going to take, this mode specifically takes about, says 9 to 24 hours. So in 9 to 24 hours, so by tomorrow morning, I'll come check this and show you guys what it looks like. But I'm super excited to see what we get out of this, and especially if we just keep on doing that, how much compost we can get from this. Because even the one, like I was saying, that we have outside, we got a decent amount of compost from that so far. I mean, not like to fill a whole garden bed or anything by any means, but this is literally just our kitchen scraps, and that's it. So if we can get some use out of that versus just throwing them away, or just like, I mean, giving them to the chickens is use too, but they have their own food as well. So then if we are able to use this and put this in the garden, then that's just an extra little benefit. So for now, that's all we got, but I will check with you guys in the morning to see what this looks like. Also, one thing I do want to know is how quiet this is. I mean, it is literally just like some extra white noise, which the boys will really appreciate, because every little noise that they hear from outside, you know, makes them freak out. So it's actually kind of a nice thing, but it's hardly loud at all. I mean, I'm barely speaking over it, so that's really nice. That's all we got for right now. It's honestly so simple. I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than that, but it's not at all. But I will check back in tomorrow morning. Zeus is very interested, and let you guys know how it did. I am back, and it is day 2 with using this thing. So I am going to uncover this and see what it looks like. I literally just let it go for all night, and then woke up this morning and took a peek at it, and wanted to show you guys what was in here right now. I also did end up downloading the app for this, and it'll give you like information on the cycles and everything. So this is in like standby mode, and it says that you can add more stuff into here. So it's not necessarily like this is completely done yet, but once it has more stuff in here, then it will complete the cycle. It also has like a scale in here, and it will tell you how much it weighs, which is pretty cool. You know exactly how much is in here. But with all that stuff that we had yesterday, this is what it looks like right now. So we got some onion shavings, coffee grounds, and some stuff from the tea. So there wasn't a whole bunch in here, but that is what it looks like right now. It doesn't really smell like anything at all, which is so nice, because if you do compost and you know that just having compost on your kitchen counter is just kind of annoying because it does kind of smell. But from yesterday, we did have some more tea, coffee, and we ate some eggs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the rest of this stuff in here and get it going again, because I am super excited to see exactly what this looks like when it is all done. Obviously, I'll give you guys more updates as we use it and how we like it, really, after giving it a couple tries. But I have just been super excited about trying this and using this and getting some compost just from stuff that we would normally throw away anyways. So it's perfect. So far, I do really like this thing, and I'm just excited to have some compost more frequently, just like this. I think we'll get a whole lot of use out of this, honestly. So just gonna go ahead and get this in here. It has a little lock system for the handle, or for the lid. And there we go, and it just started right away. So it knows that you add more stuff in there, and knows that the lid is on there. It just stays on the mode that you left it on. So if you just keep adding stuff, like, that's so easy. It's crazy. I totally overcomplicated it in my head before I started using it, but it's literally so simple. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I just wanted to show you guys what this looks like, how it works, and what it does overnight. So I'll just keep spinning this. It literally just spins every once in a while and keeps a regulated temperature in there. So it just does its thing, and then you have some compost. So I'm super excited to be able to use this more long term and see how much we can get out of it from just kitchen scraps. And you know I'm gonna have a bunch of coffee grounds, so it'll be perfect, and I'm super excited. But that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.